Hey y'all, it's Mary Jo with chatandchalk.com, chatandchalk.com. So tonight I am going to give you just some basic chalk fun. And we've done all kinds of fun crafts in the past. We've done the gazing ball for Halloween. We've done your scrapbook layouts for the fall. We've done some Christmas, we've done some trays, but tonight I'm just going to show you a basic vintage truck and how you can change that out and go from Christmas to Valentine's Day, 1, 2, 3, easy peasy, and have a great time doing it. You know, everybody loves this little truck. So let's add a little love and get ready to enjoy this season and anticipate the next one, right? You might as well. Why not? Have fun. So let's get going on this. I have just 20 minutes to show you a lot of fun. So the first thing I want to show you is our self-healing cutting mat. This is awesome because it's just 18 by 24. It's a good size. It has the grids. It just works real well. It's all marked off. I just personally love it. And it looks good. It's a great working tool. And then what we're going to chalk on tonight is called our Grayson board. This is our 9 by 12 Grayson. It has little hangers on the back so you can do vertical or horizontal. Already comes with. The biggest dilemma I always have, just so you know, is that you have to remember which side has the hanger on it when you go up, because that's got to be the top, right? You don't know how many times I have chalked on these things and then turn it over and going, I did it upside down. Crazy, crazy. Now, tonight we're going to be using the Vintage Truck set. And we're going to make it look all happy for Valentine's. So I just washed this board off, and I've used this transfer many times, as you can tell. And so we're just going to lay the first layer, and I'm going to have to use the blow dryer tonight so that you guys can see, or I guess it's a heat tool, so that you guys can see how awesome this is. And we are also going to do a little bit of buffalo plaid. Yeah, we're going to do it in a shimmer tonight, so it looks really cool. So I'm going to do the base of this, the peony, which is our really, really pretty pink. So I'm going to just mix this up. And you want your chalk paste to be the consistency of sour cream, okay? Use something plastic to mix it up with. You don't want to use a popsicle stick because a popsicle stick sometimes will wick that fluid up into the wood. Now, this is our multi-purpose tool, and I love this, especially for stirring your chalk paste. You take this edge, the flat edge, and you run it around your chalk paste jar like this, and then dump that in there, right? And then take, and you can go way up. Look at how clean that gets it. Do you guys see? Well, I guess you can't because my name's there. See how clean that gets the edge? So it's really good for your chalk paste, and it saves you some money because you're not going to throw away chalk paste. And you can get in there and take care of your paste. I like to tell my customers once a month, you need to go in there and just stir your chalk paste. Add the water if it needs it, or whatever you need to do to get your chalk paste up to par. So let's go ahead and do this first layer. Now these are silkscreen stencils, or we call them transfers. And the neat thing about them is that they have, if you look here, they have a little screen. See, it's a silk screen, so my fingers aren't really touching. There's a silk screen in there. And then it's sticky on the back, so it's not gonna jiggle and wiggle around. It's not like you used to stencil. I had some people say, oh, I used to stencil my kids' walls. And I'm like, oh, you poor lady. That was painstaking. We did one chair, and it was just like, oh my goodness. It was just painstaking to do that. My husband did it, and he did a really good job, though. We still have that chair. That was our baby chair, baby rocking chair. So, but yeah, it was tough. It was a tough thing to do. I got a little bubble in there, and I hope it doesn't make a boo-boo, so it shouldn't though. There's a lot of screen in this first layer of chalk. So once you get that first thin layer down, you're gonna wanna peel it up and peel away, and you have your first layer of your truck. Okay, we're gonna set this aside, clean the transfer, because we always must clean the transfer. Transfers are our friends. So find your microfiber cloth, and I'll tell you what, I've had these for a long time and I just love them. Find your microfiber cloth and then get some water and just give it a big spray. Use your mister. Now I will tell you that my mister is packed away. I'm getting ready to go on a event in Georgia, so maybe I'll meet some of you guys at Vintage Market Days. I can't wait to get back together though again with Scrapbook Expo. Oh my goodness, in person is always the best. I love meeting you guys and seeing your faces and taking your pictures with me. I have one lady who she was so sweet. She's like, I just have to take a picture with you. And I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. So yeah, I would love to hug your neck, just so you know, because customers are important. You have value and you are so important to me. So that's it. That's how we clean it. And then we put it right back on its backer, and it's sticky to shiny. So always put the shiny side of your backer. So look here, let me show you on this one. Now, whenever you start a new transfer or whenever you peel it from the backer, do what I call as a Band-Aid roll. You just roll your finger, okay? And you see how that one's shiny and that one's not shiny? So shiny goes to sticky, just like that, okay? So when you put it back, now let's dry this real quick. And we have 3 layers to do on this because, you know, buffalo plaid isn't only for Christmas. I mean, think about it. Valentine's Day, Easter, summer, you can do it in yellows and oranges. Fall, you have the browns and orange. So much fun, y'all. Okay, and oops, see how that's not dry? So we want to make sure that this is totally dry before we chalk over it, because it will lift off if we chalk over it and it's not dry. So always see, I just stuck my fingers right there really good on those. It's okay, thank goodness we're chalking over it, right? No one will see it. There are no mistakes with Chalk Couture, you guys. So the best thing is that if you don't like it, you just simply wash it away and start again. So with this chalk, what's really cool is that I can actually see it drying in front of me. Usually I don't have a problem with it drying because the ceiling fans are always on up here, and I'm all the time having to work real fast before it dries to pull it up, right? But tonight's chilly, so our ceiling fans are going the other way. So I have to work a little, it's like slower. So this is the buffalo plaid that comes with our winter add-on for our truck. We have different add-ons. So what's really neat is if you want to get this whole truck set, you get the original truck for free from me if you order from me. So you just have to shoot me a message and say, Mary Jo, I want the vintage truck set. And that comes with all 4 seasons. And then you get that vintage truck free from me because you can use the vintage truck in all your seasons. And this is our shimmer white. And what I find is that since I'm doing a layer here, I want to work quickly. I don't want it to really get wet again. So the bigger the strokes, the better on this, because you just want to go fast and a thin coat. Just like that, put your rest away. Now, if I were here working by myself, this would probably already be done. because it's really that easy, guys. Look at that. We have a cute little buffalo plaid truck. Isn't that cute? I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's so cute. I love it. So, and this one, since it's pink, we could even use this one for Easter. We'll just have to change out what's in the trunk, right? Because the neat thing with the vintage truck is that we can change out the trunk, and I'll show you how that works. So let's dry this up because we got one more layer. We've got to make this a truck yet. And then we're gonna I'm gonna show you a new technique on how to do what I call the 3-finger method, or you can call it a messy ombre or whatever you want to call it. I've been doing that for forever, since before the company started. So a little bit about me. If you don't know about me, I've been with 𝐒𝐿 Couture since before the company started. I'm one of the premier founding designers of the company. So it's been such a fun ride, and I'm getting ready. I earned a trip to Fiji, but Fiji is closed, right? So I've earned all the trips, a couple cruises, and let's see, where else did we go? Maya Riviera. Oh, I gotta make sure I'm lining this up. So I'm gonna line up my truck bed here. And my wheels. My wheels are the important thing. I want to cover up that pink with that big area. And so, since Fiji's closed, guess where we're going? We're going to Maui. I love Maui. Maui's like my favorite place of every place. All things happy. I want to put some brown on that wood there. I'm not sure if this will work. It's kind of a little coppery brown, so I'm gonna put this on the wood. Just gonna do it right here. It'll look cute for what we're doing. And it's a copper, kind of a goldy brown. And I'm gonna do a little here and a little here. Just like that, just to add a little bit of different color. Oh, and I can do a little right here. And it'll add a little, we can add a little rusty look too if we wanted, just like that. Just add a little rust. You gotta have that vintage look, right? And then we're gonna add the white on top, not the shimmer white, but the regular white this time. We're gonna do just a regular white. And even though these tires, you might want to think that they should be black or gray. You could do them black or gray, but I'm going to do them white. Number one, for the sake of time. Number two, because I like the way it looks. Because I've done this before, just so you know. I know, it's hard to imagine doing this. So anyways, our company is 3.5 years old. We launched July 1st, 2017. And I started with them in 2016. So it's been such a fun ride. And I cannot wait to go to Maui because that is like the happy place that I love. So hopefully we will get to do that and people won't be too crazy. Look at that. What? Doesn't that look good? You guys, we're doing great here. And we're running good on time so far. So let's get that going. Oh, my roof. I missed putting my roof on, guys. So if this happens to you and you forget your roof, you just kind of line it back up. You see that? I missed my whole top of my roof. Where's my white? Goodness me, Mary Jo. You were talking about Maui. You see what happens? Talk about Maui and you forget about the roof of your truck. So sad, sad times happening right there for this poor little truck. For me, it's gonna be great, but you know, for the truck, just saying. Okay, can't have a roofless truck. Well, I guess it could be a convertible. It's gonna look very vintage there right now, and I can come back later after I clean the transfer and just add that. But I wanna go ahead and dry it first, okay? So we're gonna add a truckload of hearts. So here's the great thing. So say you wanted to use this for Easter and it has the hearts on here, you would simply just wash whatever you have here, which will be the hearts, wash that off, and then you can just put your Easter on, and it's eggs and stuff like that. So that would be fun. And then we'll wash this and I'll show you the fun to fix all that so that it works better. All right, so now we have our hearts here. Aren't they cute? I gotta hold them up. I'm working upside down, y'all. It's kind of hard. But it's okay, it's because I love you. So you line up the bottom and you leave a little bit of a space there because especially if you might want to clean it up, clear it off. Now I am going to do something that I'm going to show you that it won't clean off because I can put a little heart right here if I wanted. I could put just love. I could put anything I want to do another layer over the truck. I could do that. Okay, so the colors I'm going to use for the hearts, I'm going to use 3. I'm going to use Peachy Keen, which is this color right here. It's kind of it's very, very light pink and a little bit of orange. More of a flesh tone. Very pale flesh tone. But that's okay. We have that color. And then, oh, I was gonna add, oh, we could put some teal hearts in there. I toned down our Couture teal a little bit. I added some white to it. And then I'm going to use a little bit of candy apple on there. Let me go ahead and, this needs some water. So let me add just a little water to the candy apple. And like I said, I would usually use my mister, but my mister is in a box in my U-Haul. When I come to shows, you guys, I bring all the things. I love it. And the shows are happening in Georgia and Florida, all the states that are open. I was in Tennessee, Georgia, South Carolina. A lot of fun. Okay, so here's where we get to get messy if you want to. If you don't want to get messy, you don't have to. Oops, I got a little bit. Get that off. There we go. So I do what I call the 3-finger method. So I'm going to literally dip my finger in here. I'm going to dip my middle finger in this one. And then I'm going to dip my other finger here. I know, this is where I get to have fun. Okay, so I have my 3 colors and I'm just gonna simply dot them around. My 3-finger method. And then I'm gonna do my middle finger. Now, if it grosses you out, just stick your finger in chalk paste, it's okay. You can take and just use a little stir stick or something. If you want, or use 3 different squeegees, that's okay. Yeah, I won't judge you. It's all good. I'm telling you, everybody has their thing. Then just wipe it off, you know. To me, that's kind of fun. I just like doing weird things. Can't help it, it's kind of my thing. So, and you can tell that it's kind of thicker, right? Now, we're just gonna simply take and get the red off of your thumb, Mary Jo. Okay, I got a big chunk of red there. Now we're just gonna take simply a squeegee and smear it. And you can smear it in angles or different ways, however you wanna smear it. And then the bad part of doing this is you're gonna have a big wad of paste that you gotta waste, because it doesn't really have a color. I mean, it is a pretty color because of that blue and the pink in there. But just wipe that off on your towel and then throw that towel into the laundry like we already did before. And look here. Oh, isn't that sweet? So we have our loads of, and I'm gonna put loads of here. And I need to dry this. Look at that teal. I love the teal. Got a little water there. And I'm gonna, then we're gonna have loads of written out. Loads of love. It is so good. Let's do the loads here, the loads of real quick, and then we will be done. And I'm gonna put that right here, and I'm gonna do it in white, just because it's the right thing to do. I gotta hurry. Okay, so remember that my chalk specials are all listed, and I would love to sit and chat with you guys. If you have any questions, remember that when you shop with me, you get all my expertise. You can message me, call me, ask me all the things. Well, you know, all things chalk, you know. Don't be all weird and crazy, but that's all good. There we go. And we are done. Look at how pretty that looks, you guys. We did it, we did it. What? Okay, so loads of love. What do you think? Don't you love Couture? And so then when we're done with this and we don't want loads of love, we can simply wash off the loads of love, wash off the hearts, and put our Easter up. Yay! So it's been great chalking with you tonight. Please visit me at www.chatandchalk.com, and I will have a list here of everything I used tonight so that you can just click and shop and have a great time. Okay, until I see you next time, have a Merry, Merry Christmas. Have a Happy Hanukkah and enjoy your holidays. Bless. Aloha.